Hello guys, gals and gamers, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about Nintendo's recent purchase of an animation studio and what could it mean for Nintendo's future or the future of video game TV shows or movies altogether. But before we begin, I would love to remind you guys to please like and subscribe. If we hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, I will do a very special live stream dissecting the game design behind the most disappointing game I have ever played. Also, comment down below because I really want to start a discussion with my videos. That said, yeah, let's get into the actual topic of this video. So, Nintendo made kind of a shocking purchase recently. They bought Dynamo Pictures, renaming the whole company Nintendo Pictures. It is basically a CG animation studios, and why this is significant is for a couple of things. First of all, Nintendo rarely buys out studios. They're not like Microsoft or Sony, where if they have a good partnership with a company or are keen on acquiring someone, they just buy them. Meanwhile, Nintendo usually just, they just make close partnerships with studios or exclusivity contracts. And they don't really see the need for buying the companies. And you can see this with studios like Game Freak or Mercury Steam that are often like very heavily affiliated with Nintendo to the point that people think Nintendo owns them, but actually they just don't. I think also Camelot, the studio that makes Mario sports games, was only bought out by Nintendo a couple of years ago, and that was shocking because everyone just thought Nintendo already owned them. So it is a bit weird to see Nintendo actually buy out a studio. The second thing here is it's not a gaming studio they are buying, it's an animation studio. We have known for quite a while that Nintendo wants to expand its intellectual properties, IPs, for quite a while. And we have already seen some moves in this direction with Nintendo making an amusement park with Universal, the Super Nintendo World. And also there is a Super Mario movie coming out, I think later this year, or maybe it got delayed, I don't remember, starring Chris Pratt as Super Mario. Fun, made by Illumination Studios. So they're definitely making moves to expand their intellectual property just beyond like gaming. So they can do movies, they can do animation, they can do amusement parks, whatever. But I think it is a good move, and they are definitely not the only ones doing this. Halo, Microsoft's top gaming franchise, recently got a TV show. Was that TV show good? It really wasn't, but it still exists. Same thing with Sony. They had like a Ratchet and Clank movie. They had Uncharted movie. Again, were those good? I don't know. Didn't see them. So yeah, but I think Nintendo buying out the studio really solidifies their plan to, we are actually dedicated in trying this out. And it is very cool. And Dynamo Pictures, I think it is a good choice. I'm not sure. I'm not really that familiar with them, but with like the little research I have done, they do some good work. They were first, I think, established in 2004 with a different name back then, and then in like 2010, 2011, they became like Dynamo Pictures, and now, of course, Nintendo buying them, they will change their name again to Nintendo Pictures. So the whole studio, basically, it's not the smallest studio. It has like 100 employees, which is good for an animation studio. And they basically do like CG work. They don't do like traditional Japanese animation, which many people online for some reason think they do. They don't. Just do even a little bit of research and you will find this out. And most of their stuff seems like commission work. So bigger companies commission them to do like, hey, we want some help with our movie or our game, or hey, we want a CG commercial, could you do that for us? And they are like, sure. What have they been doing? They have been doing like some 3D modeling, production, VFX stuff for like movies. Evangelion movie, I think, was one of them. I don't remember the movie list, but basically just VFX work and 3D modeling, CG stuff. And then also worked for games. They have done Death Stranding, Near Replicant, and also I think long ago worked on Metroid Other M as well. So they worked on video games before, so they're not a complete stranger to the world of video games. And also one of the most significant thing they have done is that in like 2013, 14, 15, somewhere around there, we got Pikmin 3 for the Wii U, and they did, with the help of Shigeru Miyamoto, they did like a couple of Pikmin related 3D shorts, which were actually quite fun. And those are available now on YouTube if you want to go see them. I recommend them if you're a fan of Pikmin. I personally don't really care for Pikmin, but I still enjoyed those shorts. So that is one significant thing they have done. And I think this is quite a good indication of what will happen with Nintendo and this studio kind of being together now. I think it will be mostly like helping out Nintendo, doing some visual content, maybe helping out with making trailers, maybe helping out with like certain game cutscenes. It would be awesome to see, like maybe they could tackle the next Smash Brothers game and do all of the CG introduction trailers that way. It would be fun to see something like that. But at the same time, I do think Nintendo will go with the direction of more like animated shorts. That would be something interesting to see. I don't think they're gonna have the Nintendo Pictures studio as it is now known as, or will be after October when the deal closes. I don't think they will be making like huge like long running series for Nintendo starring like Legend of Zelda characters, or making feature length movies. That's not gonna happen. I think first of all, like Nintendo has a good partnership with Illumination already. I think the Illumination Studios, they are making, well, Mario movie, so that is significant. And I think also the CEO or one of the top guys of Illumination are in Nintendo's board of advisors. So it is a pretty tight and close, partnership they have with Nintendo and Illumination. So I don't think they would just buy out a animation studio that has never made feature-length movies or long-running series to do so. Maybe like a couple of shorts, like I said. It would be interesting to see something like Kirby or Yoshi, Mario characters, maybe Animal Crossing, Splatoon, have more like some media presence, like a show or a couple of like web animations. It would be nice. I like to see those worlds be expanded in other mediums. So this is definitely a good chance for Nintendo to do so. But if you see people saying that, okay, they're gonna have a Legend of Zelda feature-length movie made by this kind of a small studio, not really medium-sized studio, so that's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen. I would definitely say, yeah, more of the short variety, and then also helping out Nintendo with making trailers, commercials, and then like maybe some cutscenes. It would be cool to see them make like opening cutscenes for like a new Metroid game or a new Zelda game that is completely made by them. I remember like Super Smash Bros. Melee had a cool opening cinematic, and I kind of missed that time. What happened to cool game cinematics in the beginning? And those often are used as trailers as well. So you can kill two birds with one stone and do the same work and have that as a like a trailer and a commercial and then a opening cutscene for your game. It's fun. It's fun. But that's mainly what I think about from this deal. Nintendo did say in their like press release that this buyout is not like a new pillar in their business strategy, or like this is not gonna have any major impact to how much revenue they get quarterly. This is just a smaller acquisition that kind of pushes us towards, other mediums as well. I wouldn't expect anything like too long. Maybe like a short 3-5 episode web series that kind of ties into maybe some game. Maybe they release a new Metroid game, like I said, and then there's like this prologue that is animated. That would be really cool to see. And put together, that's like 35 minutes together when it has like a few episodes. So, things like that, it would be cool. And it is better than nothing, but I've seen a lot of people thinking about, hey, there's going to be a lot of like Nintendo TV shows and movies now. That's just not the case. That is kind of like what I would expect from this deal. Of course, if they do something more, great. I would love to see that. And utilize some of your other franchises too here. It could be a good opportunity. But I just don't see Nintendo doing that with how this studio is, what kind of work they have done before, and just like Nintendo's kind of strategy moving forward. It's exciting, I would say. I'm definitely welcoming of more like 3D animated shorts for Nintendo. But at the same time, people are maybe thinking about this too much. It's not that big of a deal, but at the same time, Nintendo buying out a company, and they do a lot of stuff. Dynamo Pictures has done a lot of stuff, and if they're gonna do exclusively Nintendo stuff, there's gonna be, I think we will be seeing them a fair bit. I don't know if they're gonna be like doing stuff immediately. Probably finish off their other like products and other commissions that they have been doing, and then in like a year maybe we'll start seeing like some results of this deal. But yeah, what do you think? And if there is like a cool web series that you would like to see from Nintendo, what franchise would it be about? What game would it be about? Let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to reply to you. But I don't really have anything else to say now, so I will just leave this discussion to you, I guess. So yeah, bye bye.